let's get to this. Hello, everyone. Sorry we are late, and as always, I forget to change the session on the stream page itself. So as I talk, I will quickly do that. Welcome back to Aftermath Session 32. Finally decided on a name for this continent. So Zarathin is the world. We are on Dartelos, the continent, specifically in the country of Felgrin, heading south, aiming to exit this country and see more of the world. The party's been traveling with Grath Ironsworn, a merchant that they have kind of joined up with for this travel to gain a little extra gold plus a little extra protection of being on the road with someone who kind of knows their way about. They have run into a couple of bandits along the way, which is one of the reasons why Grath was willing to pay someone to go along with them. We left the party as they had performed a funeral rite for the fallen ones. Sunru had skywritten in the air a little taunting message of should have taken the jerky. And that is kind of where we left off, and where we'll pick up shortly. We're going to run the intro, and then we'll be right back. Welcome back. Guys, load back up into the carts and begin your journey south. It was already kind of planned that at some point along today you'll reach this southern town. I think Felsmar was the name of it. If not, it is now. Of course, Cyril is... for obvious, he's not here. But Cyril's kind of just chilling. He's got his horse. He's maybe taking up the rear, keeping an eye out for anyone who might be sneaking up behind you guys as you travel forward. Is there anything you guys are talking about up front? And I know there were perhaps some things that were brought up out of stream, but were they then conveyed or discussed amongst each other?
I think he's just constantly thinking about that warlock. She said something, and it confused him, intrigued him, and now he just has to bring it up. That warlock, she knew something. During combat, she said, my mission will not succeed. But at the same time, it didn't feel like she was the one that was speaking.
Oh. What mission? Like killing them or something more?
Personal mission. A long time ago, I was a part of tribe. And my tribe was slain. But they were killed, it seems, as a tribute or a sacrifice of some sort to a devil. Harry, Warlock's book and pages with me. For a long time, I haven't had any success. Possibly finding out the devil, the Warlock's origin. I've had nothing. But that fight with that Warlock, he said my mission would not succeed. And the only person who would have known what my mission would be that devil. I literally tried to kill her while she's in the embrace of the Warlock that killed my tribe. I cut through him. But as soon as my blade passed through and was about to touch her, she just disappeared. There's no one else that would directly know what happened that night.
Mm. Do you know the name of this devil?
No. But
She-
just, they're infernal. Everything in this book is written in infernal languages. And
Right.
upon my travels, I've never been able to find someone that can decipher a single word.
This would be an
I have
awkward
read a
time to tell you
couple.
that I can read Infernal, right?
But the picture would just turn, just in complete shock, like eyes almost popping out of his head.
I mean, I can't. I'm just saying, how weird would it be if I could?
It's so fucked up.
Oh, even I was turned. I was like, oh.
I know. I opened up his character sheet. I was like, can he? And then I was like, no, that's not on his list.
Got him.
It's
Got him, coach.
I'm rolling for damage right now. I'm rolling for
Emotional damage. Do you have any symbology? Did you take down any of the markings that you saw at the time? Any kind of information that could help us help you? Let's big picture, Davakit. You're with me, and you're with Sunny, and you're with Cyril, and you're helping us. That's a two-way street. So if you have a quest, it's not a quest of one anymore. You have us, and we will help you. Sunny is great with the books, great with the history.
Speaking of that, is it safe to say that I may have read books on not demons and infernal, but more the pact of obtaining power as a wizard? I'm sure there would have been references to it instead of obviously like the learned, which I am. There's the alternate path. So would it safe to say I understand the structure that maybe not hearing this story that maybe this warlock was a patron of that same demon or devil?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say safe to say at least that would be fairly common knowledge to someone who is studied magic. Now, you haven't gone to a formal school, but your former master had, and had plenty of books that you had kind of perused. Even like some of the books would have been even like almost like school textbooks that were like lying around that you probably started with, like the Magic 101. You know,
I'll share that. I'm like, well, if this person shared a message with you that you say that only the original person known, then maybe they're linked somehow. Maybe this warlock asks its power, or used to ask its power, from the same demon. Thinking back, did anybody see anything on the body? Markings? Usually maybe a spell focus or anything along those lines? I didn't even look at that body, so...
Not much of a chance to, but I'll be like, Davakir would be reluctantly kind of looking at his pouch and fumble through, and then pull out the book. Here, this is everything. I'll be passing it over to someone.
So they had this book on them. This is their book, the tome, like as such.
No,
Or is it just
this book belongs to the original warlock that came to my tribe. I can imagine
oh,
anything relating to said devil would be in this book.
I don't particularly want to touch it, knowing what magic is like. So I use Mage Hand and I pick it up. And I just give it a once over, looking from the outside. Are there any obvious symbols? Like I put a sun on the front of mine. 'Cause
Yeah.
Sun root.
I get it.
Yeah. Is there like an obvious calling card to a certain religion, or it looks like one, even if I don't know?
Yeah, same for me as well, with my knowledge of the Pantheon at this point.
Yeah, let's see. There would be, there would be a glyph, I think. There's more like runes and glyphs on there that are in Infernal. More than a direct...
There's no ISBN code.
Yeah, there's not like a, I am this person, but there's an Infernal glyph on the cover.
I can't make out these symbols, to be honest. I'm limited with the languages I know. If it was written in sign language.
You'd be all over it. Although, to be fair, if it was written in sign language, I feel like it would be at cross purposes of making things easier for people to read.
My mage hand, after Jazz is finished, will pass it back to Navigate. I suggest you hold on to this until we can find somebody that may be able to, or at least or potentially I stumble across something that could at least help me identify what the symbols say.
I will do the standard paladin response to something being evil, and
Smite.
destroy it. Just keep stomping on it until it's nothing. That's the only safe way. No, I will do a where is it? Oh, God's sakes. Where's the thing where I can actually see what kind of evil it is?
Divine sense.
Divine sense.
Yeah, man. It should be right there, right?
It's Fey Undead, or I think saying like devil or demon, right? Something like that.
Okay.
Should be under
I think we're gonna
features and traits on your character sheet.
Features and traits. I'm at the top. Lay on hands. Spellcasting. Weapon mastery. Fighting style. Paladin smite. Channel divinity. Paladin subclass. Method devotion.
Did they change it in 2024? It's been a while.
It's
Been
not.
a hot minute.
Yes, doesn't appear to have that anymore. Isn't that?
Unless you get later levels.
What was channel divinity? Each time you use channel, you can choose which different channel divinity class. Divine sense is a channel divinity bonus action. So you have to use your channel divinity to do it. You can channel divine energy directly from the outer planes using to fuel magical effects. Start with one such effect, divine sense. So in divine sense, as a bonus action, you can open your awareness to detect celestials, fiends, and undead for the next 10 minutes or until you have incapacitated condition. You know the location of any creature of those types within 60 feet of you, and you know its creature type. within the same radius. You also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hollow spell.
That one. That bit there. That's
Yeah.
the one. Boom.
Uh,
Can I use my second channel divinity then for that then?
Yeah. So you activate your channel divinity to get a sense of this, and you definitely, this book that he carries has been essentially desecrated, because that's the version of making holy for evil creatures such as fiends or I guess devils and fiends are, I'm assuming, will fall into the same category as far as this goes. So yeah, I would say this book itself has been desecrated by some sort of power to make this like a
Okay.
holy text.
Does it have a flavor to it? Rather than just saying it's fiendish, is it the kind of thing that, were I to cast detect something along this line in the future, rather than saying a generic fiendish aspect, will I find something that is aligned to this book in particular? Is that possible? Rather than just saying it's a milkshake, am
Yeah,
I able to say
yeah,
this has got
yeah.
hints of vanilla?
Let's do this. Give me an insight roll.
Okay.
Come on.
And I chose it because it is one of your better of the skills that could do this. 21.
Nice.
Yes.
No, that's-
You get the sense of there's like a signature to this particular fiendish magic that you're seeing. Something that you would probably be able to recognize in the future. Being of the devil's sort, too, there's almost like an alignment of things, like in order to this book, that you're able to kind of like gather a sense of a certain type of evil you feel.
Right.
And I think part of that also, like, part of the reason why you're getting better at this sort of thing is you're getting closer to a deity. You're getting closer to forming a better bond with something greater. And that is fueling this divine sense in order to allow you to get this, like, signature to a line that you now have, like, and will remember, like, an imprint of this magical signature, this evil presence that has done foul things to this book.
Right.
Magical fingerprint learned.
Okay. That's okay then. I can work with that. Within the pantheon that we have at the moment, the pantheon that I've read,
Yeah.
because of all the books I've read have been holy in nature, do they only reference the good gods, or do they speak of evil gods as well? And if not speaking of evil gods, do they speak of evils that the good gods face?
So the pantheon of Zarathin, to a certain point, have this weird dichotomy to them, where they are not necessarily good or evil all the time, or even the sense of what they aren't necessarily good or evil, and it's almost like this weird balance in between, where some actions that Zarathian does can be seen as good or evil depending on the person viewing it. And kind of similar for most of the gods. Certain gods, like Kaelathar, seem to have a higher tendency towards good. So I think there's a certain amount of devils and demons, I think, are falling on a different plane of what is. The gods themselves burst into this world and brought with it light and severely altered the face of this earth.
Okay.
I think before that there were a darkness here that deep within the planet that held demons and devils.
Right.
There are... trying to think of how much... Give me a religion roll, and we'll see kind of like how much you've gleaned from other things.
Okay.
Okay.
14?
Yeah. So that's kind of what you generally glean from this, is that, like, the devils and demons aren't necessarily of a deity. They're of a older force that was here on this world before the deities came in, and
Right.
Zarathian burnt away their world and recreated it with the other deities. And
Yeah.
so a lot of these demons and devils were kind of forced into the darkness, and they've been kept at bay through various means.
But
Some
then
of
looking
which-
for ways to come back all the time.
Always looking to try to find a way
Right.
back and fight against these gods that kind of push them and their gods, or their, like, high demons that had kind of
Right.
ruled this world.
But rather than the books that I've read addressing those high demons, they would refer to the demons more as a nameless, faceless horde.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah, at least as far as you've found so
At
far.
this stage. Okay.
Yeah, still
Understood.
fairly new to the religious.
Which would, I suppose, make sense that if someone at my level of faith would have access to knowledge about those things, it's probably a good idea that the names of those most evil
Yeah.
are probably kept from me at this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that I dig that. That makes sense.
That's not in
Okay.
religion 101. That's like the
No.
400 series or whatever. The top series in Unity is going to be considered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Master's degree level stuff. Cool.
Okay.
But-
I look, I get that, and I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are getting somewhere at least.
Okay.
And Grath looks completely like, I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about. Like, this is over this merchant's head, as far as you can tell as you guys ride.
Cameron's just daydreaming off, but he's more in deep thought, because now he's trying to work out what the exchange rate of one sacrifice to magical energy is. And then he turns to you and goes,
Uh-oh.
how many people were sacrificed?
This is up to you, Devokir, how many people were in your tribe.
It was a small tribe, not too many of us. Around about. We numbered about
25,000.
50.
About 50. Small tribe, about 50. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
And in Sonny's
That
head,
is
what could I do
literally
with
otherwise,
1,000
yeah.
people?
Thank God that Jazz is blissfully unaware of this
Yeah.
exchange rate that's happening in Sunny's head right now.
Yeah.
Carry the one. Yeah, okay.
It comes from a good place. He's questioning it to want to know how powerful this sacrifice was. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's a question he's now asked himself and needs an answer for.
The road to a demonic sacrifice is paved with good ideas.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys travel south. Grath puts on a decent enough pace. He's already run into two bandits along the road, two bandit groups along the road. A couple of them you guys let escape. So he's worried of more coming for reprisals. He's able to make pretty good time, and before evening, you guys will enter a smallish village town called Felsmar. It is in the southern reaches of Felgrin. Let me pull up maps. Felgrin. map. There we go. And what do I need? Oh, I need the map. And I need that to actually show a map. Right there, where there's nothing, should be a map.
The details.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It looks kind of like
There we go.
a splash page. Oh,
Alright, there we are. There we are. Yeah, so you're in this like southern town right in here of Fellsmar.
Fellsmar.
Felgrin's the country, Fellsmar is this particular
right.
town. Yeah, it
Okay.
is not very originally named, but it's a little like travel town. So there's a bunch of taverns here. There is you do see fortifications mainly on the southern side of the town. Not necessarily like large walls around this town itself. However, you probably do notice there were once fortifications, like walls built around most of the town, and you see like spots where they had been burnt down and kind of damaged, but it's been quite a while since this happened. There is currently like a wooden fort area built on the southern part of the town, but the town itself is kind of bustling. There's a bunch of like merchants that have like they set up like little carts and stuff out in front of like other shops going down the main thoroughfare. And this is like quite a bit of there's one main road and not much else beyond the one main road of this town. There's some houses and stuff that are scattered back, but it seems like shops, inns, all those things are kind of set up here. Grath will pull up his cart to the local stable and kind of like dismount and pay you guys the rest of the 50 gold that he had promised. I don't remember if he paid you all up front or was planning on paying you when you got there, I think. So he'll pay you the 50 gold he promised, and kind of look over at you and go, well, lads, first of all, thank you for the travel. Good travel companions, and you're not at all what people were worried about, so I'm glad about that.
so what were people worried about?
Well, I'll gesture over at Cyril, who's on a horse a little ways back, just kind of like surveying the town from a distance. Well, when you all came in through with him, there were many people worried. I'm not worried now, and that means other people aren't worried. But if you're ever looking for help, you ever need anything, you're ever in the capital, he pulls a coin out, and they'll flick it to Jazz, probably. Who's probably the worst one to flick something to in the air, but you know.
Dexterity check.
Oh, I just rolled up the one.
That's a 4 because I rolled a 7.
You know, it bounces off the cobblestones out here. You pick it up, and
As I lean down to pick it up, I fall off of my cow, land head first, collapse off of that, and I just look at it and go, okay. And I just like pick it up.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
On the coin on one side is like a shield with like a battle axe that's been like nicked on it, like on this symbol itself. And on the other side is what would be the other side? The other side would be like a depiction of like a mountain kind of like etched in there, so it looks like a mountain sort of symbol on it. You take that to the capital, or really most taverns and stuff. You look for someone who's a veteran. Hand that to them, and they'll be able to give me the word.
Well, thank you very much, Councillor.
Raph, I appreciate your time and your employ. You've not been a terrible employer, and you didn't stab us at the end to try and keep the money. I appreciate that.
Nah. Besides, sometimes the information's worth the price, no matter what.
Yeah.
I'll take the bag of 50 gold and I'll just, out of instinct, just put it into my pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the intent of keeping it, just for storage.
Yeah.
I did notice on D&D Beyond there is a section for party inventory, so I'm just going to put it in there.
Sounds good.
The inference being that at some point we're going to just be able to reach into your pouch.
Yeah, just reach in.
It's more to keep it separate from my stuff.
Fair enough. I'm probably going to take 5 gold pieces from you straight away, if that's okay.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Before I put it away, right.
Yeah. Oh, I need to make change.
Right, I need to make a call.
Need to make change. Okay, so is Graf gonna go off on his lonesome then and do his thing?
I mean, he's basically dismissing you guys. If you guys want to question him or pursue anything, then you're welcome to.
While we're in this town, I ask if there's an apothecary somewhere I could process the Cyclops eyeball that's on the back of the cart, so we can try and make maybe some sort of useful-esque potion out of it, or just freeze dry the ingredients somehow for later.
Okay.
Instead of having a giant eyeball that's decomposing.
I think I would probably be asking for either a library or a holy place for this town.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a shrine or hopefully a temple.
Oh, that's not where I wanted to be. Yeah. Let me see who would be.
We can see
What's
this,
that
by the
say?
way.
I know.
IP address
That's fine.
11.
I'll go here so the stream isn't seeing. Let me see. I'm trying to think of who the deity, particularly for this particular place, might be.
Small little spot.
Frontier town on the borders.
Not that one.
Eleros.
You want which one?
I feel like
Ilros.
Eleros.
Oh, the Wandering Thread. Yeah, could be. I was either thinking Ilros or which one did I just click on? Ashiel, the Unbound Wind.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's the
Freedom,
shout.
change, and chance. There's probably a couple. There's probably a shrine. Ilros itself does not tend to have like established temples. He does tend to have like shrines here and there. People like will leave an offering for their travels. You also see kind of nearby there's the temple of Ashiel, the Unbound Wind, a goddess of freedom, change, and chance. The apothecary itself that you'll see as you kind of walk through the town, leaving Grath behind. I'm assuming you guys are taking off.
Yeah, we said goodbye, I assume.
All right. You guys walk through the town. You'll see a symbol of like a mortar and pestle on one of the buildings, and it will say, like right above the door will be, say, Master Bartholomew's apothecary.
Fantastic. I'll hop my way towards the door.
Yeah.
Then realizing that I probably should take the eyeball with me. And I turn around and I go, how heavy is this eyeball? How big is this eyeball? Are we football size? Well,
I mean, okay,
eyeball
so
size.
it's a giant, so like cantaloupe maybe, like
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. It's not like I can't count it. Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean,
get
it's
it.
big
I
for
get it.
Sonny, but nothing
Off
crazy.
the back of the car.
And I think you guys had put it in like a jar or something. Like someone had like alchemy toolkit.
Davakir had tools for.
Yeah, Monster Hunter.
Oh, Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's right. So he would have had like a jar or something to put it in with some sort of thing to kind of try to keep it from going bad too quickly.
It's got like a little push down, so it creates a vacuum effect, so that the eye fills up the space and becomes that much bigger. And then when you actually suck it, it does get small again.
Ugh.
I tuck the jar under my outfit. Push the
Sonny.
door open as
Before you go in,
Yeah.
don't
I awkwardly
Argue.
close the door as I
Don't-
open it.
don't argue with this guy. His name. The guy's a masturbator.
Bartholomew.
Master Bart. Master Bart. Masturbate? The guy's a good debater. Or something else. Either way, don't leave him on your own with it. Have fun.
I walk in confused because I read it as Bartholomew. Like,
Are you you're going in alone? Anyone else going with Sonny? I think Cyril will see a tavern and be like, come get me over here. And walk in as he does.
I think I'm gonna let Sonny go and deal with this by himself. It's magical, it's arcane,
Yeah.
and he's a capable individual.
Okay. Davakir, what are you up to? Are you continuing with Jazz? Are you gonna go into the tavern? Or are you gonna do something else?
Well, I think from that fight, there was also, I think from the previous fight, there was also a bandit that was of like a former military man, and we got his piece of armor. So I'll be taking that to a blacksmith to see if they were able to kind of identify any kind of previous information, if there was a crest on the armor or something that could be related to like a former military group. We saw walking through the town that this definitely was a place that previously had like a military strongfoot. So I'd be just trying to do some investigation to see if there are any dots connecting between both bandit groups, and see if there was something that could potentially put me on the right path.
We've also got the leather armor from the guy who's in charge of the group that the warlock was a member of. You should take that in as well. See if there's any connections on there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just be going back to our cart, grabbing those and heading to the nearest blacksmith. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, they're like I said, everything's like on one street essentially, so it's just like you stopping off at different spots along the street. Sonny will come across his apothecary first. As you go in, Sonny, it is kind of a dimly lit room. There seems to be like some sort of incense that fills the air. You see an older man with like a beard, kind of long white hair. He's wearing like a robe and essentially like a wizard's cap. And he's like sitting behind a counter. And there's not much else. Like, so the shop isn't huge. There's like along the walls, there's a bunch of herbs and things that are like hanging up. There's like a stand in the middle that's got shelving that's got like jars and things like that on there, various ingredients in it. And there's like a table that he's sitting behind that has like currently there's like a bunch of mortars and pestles, and he's got like some dry herbs on the counter itself that he's like been putting into this mortar, and he's like sitting there grinding it as you walk in. And like the smoke from the incense that's burning somewhere nearby him, kind of swirling in the air as you open up the door. And he'll look over. Ah, welcome! I am Master Bartholomew. How may I be of service?
A little nod as I reach up my hand to the staff, take my hat off, and I continue going forwards. My name is Sunroot. I've recently come to town, traveling through, and en route, I managed to come across the freshest of Cyclops eyes, and I put the jar on the table.
Really?
Now, yeah, we're passing through, so my first question: are you in the market of buying ingredients, and if so, how much would you offer for this freshness? If not, then we'll start talking about processing and equipment. I may buy something off you there.
Well, fresh Cyclops eye. Those don't come by too often. Give 150 gold for the eye.
Okay.
Someone told him not to argue, so.
Yeah. No, that seems perfect. I put that. I now move that to one side. Amazing. While I am here, though, I do need a couple things, and then I get a general like ingredients for my spells.
Okay.
Like small part of sulfur, and just the odd little bits. Just so
Yeah.
I have them on me, and then top up any enchanted ink that I would use for writing in the spells and stuff like that into my book. So give me a price of all that together.
I think your wizard class has, or at least it used to have, like a price for spell per page thing.
Yeah.
So I think we could basically just say how much gold you want to put aside towards that, like, and we can maybe create a separate pool or like a tally somewhere like in your notes section of how much money you've set aside to like put spells in.
I have a counter offer.
Okay.
The materials here cost almost next to nothing, and then I just pay the gold whenever I put something in.
That works.
Book,
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
way, there's no need for a separate pool.
That works. That makes it easier probably in the long run. Yeah.
Okay. So
No reason to get this like we're not playing accounting. So yeah. That's
Ah,
actually
I had a profit and loss chart set for the next 5 quarters. What's wrong with you guys?
my
I've done an
spreadsheet.
uptime analysis on my glaive, thank you, showing rate of return.
Looking around, has he any pre-prepared potions? Anything that may have catch eye? I believe I still have a healing potion, so
Yeah, let
I
me.
haven't seen any of my comrades use one. Have I?
I don't think
Everyone's
anyone's.
still got one. At least
I haven't
right?
really hurt you guys enough. We'll have to get there. Some magic items, potions.
I do still have my potion of healing, amazingly.
Yeah, like I haven't really. I've gotten some of you kind of low, but
After the Romy situation.
Yeah.
nothing insane.
It stays in Sunroot's head.
All right.
Unless there's anything his signature Bartholomew potions that he's trying to push, I'll sell and leave.
He does have. Let's see. There is a kind of greenish potion that almost swirls with like gold flecks inside of it, hanging on a shelf back behind his head. There is. Let me try to see what else I want to have him have available here.
Top of that, 150 gold in the shared pot.
Then, I think there's also a kind of a bluish, almost, it's almost see-through, but just a bit of opaqueness to it. Gives like a blue, like tinge to the whole thing, and kind of obscures a little bit of seeing directly through it, but mostly can be seen through. That's not how they describe it here, but that's okay. That's how I described it. So that's what it looks like in this world. Along with the ones that are obviously potions of healing, there are several of those. There are a couple of the green ones, and there is
The curiosity of Sunru, the ones that he has not seen before, are more
Yeah.
likely to catch his eye. Master, Bartholomew, these two potions behind you, I don't recognize them.
Oh yes.
Right?
Well, this bluish one here, this is a potion of mind reading. It allows one to detect the thoughts of someone for up to 10 minutes without having to actually concentrate on such a spell.
I have
The-
read about those sorts of spells.
Other one is a interesting one. It is a potion of advantage. It allows someone to give themselves a higher chance of succeeding on one action of some sort that they're going to take within the next hour.
Interesting.
Yes.
One. Okay, and a price for the both of them would be?
Oh, the potion of advantage. I could do that one for 30 gold. Potion of mind reading is a little bit rare. Say 100 gold for that one.
Okay. I hand over 150 gold out of my own pocket to cover the two potions, the supplies I picked up, ingredients,
Okay.
and then I'll take the 150 from him, which I'm pretty sure he just looks at my money and hands it straight back to me.
Yeah. Oh, well then we're
Put
well
that-
nice and even.
Then I put that money in a separate part of my inside pouch, as such.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect. And next, Delokir would come across the blacksmith shop. You see a kind of large female, kind of tan skin, blonde hair, standing out in front of this shop. She's got like swords and stuff. It's basically set up on like a cart out in front of the like smithy, which is back behind her, and you can hear the sounds of someone hammering in there. This woman is probably like in her late 30s, kind of like standing out front. She's got like a leather apron on over her like work shirt, essentially. There's like a white shirt. She's kind of rolled up the sleeves. She's got like tan leather pants, but like a sturdy like work leather vest over it that's still got like tongs and shoved into one of the pockets of it. She sees you kind of walking over, eyeing things. She's like, "Ah, man of fighting you are, I bet. Can I get you something? Do you need a new blade? Maybe commission a new set of armor?"
Must apologize. I haven't come to buy anything per se, but I was hoping if I could have a moment of your time.
Get out!
Well, I guess it depends on what that moment of the time is for, but shoot away.
I've recently stopped by, and on our travels here, me and my party, we were attacked by 2 different groups. I have their armor with me now, one breastplate and leather armor. The impression I got whilst fighting them was they seemed to be military men. I was wondering if you could just take a look and see if there's anything you could decipher from these pieces to see if there's anything relating to any previous band.
Maybe I could. Maybe I could indeed. What's in it for me?
Ugh.
Are you gonna be in town for a while? I'm free for dinner.
Oh shit! Double kill with the wrist. Question is, will he be the hammer or the anvil?
Is he doing the banging or getting banged?
This would be totally out of Davokir's norm, so he wouldn't even pick up on it and be like, yes, yeah, me and my party, yeah, we could stay, and yeah, we are looking to go to a tavern at some point, so yeah, you'd be free to join us for some food. Yeah, certainly.
Us. Oh, you're offering more than just yourself then, huh? Could be fun.
So, would you help?
Yes. Well, show me the armor and let's see what we got.
Thank you.
Why do I feel like as she says that, she's taking a swig from something inside her apron? Like she's already half cut. I just feel like she's Cosmo Blacksmith. You know what I mean?
Oh, that could be a reason why she's out front.
She's not even the blacksmith. She cosplays and picks up dudes coming near the armorer. The armorer comes out about 5 minutes later and goes, Rudy, get the hell away from my
I've told you a million times, don't be in here.
Bard.
Worst stepsister ever.
Oh no, I've fallen again. Oh, help me, stepbrother. I've fallen inside the furnace. I'm on fire. Sorry.
She'll take a look at your armor. Yeah, she'll take a look at the armor, pull it out, kind of look it over. Looks at one, kind of inspecting various elements, looks at another one. Well, I mean, they're pretty standard armor. They're military issue, but quite some ways back, say from the war. Probably belonged to some veterans. Many of those were down on their luck when the armies kind of got disbanded, from both sides even. Not many were able to find a nice job, but sadly some of them have taken to the forests and the hills. King's working on it, I guess, from what he says, sending out patrols, but can't always catch them. All the insignia themselves looks like they've been pried off, so I couldn't tell you what units or exactly what side they fought on, although it probably looks like they were from our side, the eastern side.
The eastern side?
Oh, yeah, well, the war was a civil war between the two halves of the country. When the old king died, he left one half to one son, the other half to the other son, and well, the West didn't quite appreciate that. Started attacking. They invaded. Eventually, the war dragged on for decades. Eventually, though, with the help of the king and his elite forces, they've been able to retake the country. They killed the old king and reunited We killed the Western king, anyways. And reunited the country. Left many, kind of without. Many farms were burned. Many towns were destroyed in the fighting. We had armies at our gates here. I was just a young girl then, but it was frightening. But they were pushed back eventually, and here we are now. Things are better for most.
Instant so. Thank you for your time.
Well, I'll see you in a couple hours?
Yeah. I will get going. You can keep those. I don't need them. Thank you for your time. You don't have to. Then it doesn't need to be an exchange. You can keep those pieces. And yeah, you'll find us at the top. Yeah.
And your name, sir? I'm Melody.
Davakir.
Davakir. Nice. Well, Davakir, I look forward to seeing more of you later.
Thank you very much. Just heads up, you will see me with a kangaroo. Don't be surprised, he's supposed to be there. But yeah, I will see you soon, and thank you very much for your help today.
My pleasure. Jazz, you wandered down. Kind of like that. There's like a town square area. Kind of in the middle, there seems to be a shrine of the Wandering Thread, and it's essentially like you see a ball of yarn, essentially, with like a thread that's been like cast, like, so it's like a metallic ball, but the thread has been like cast to like wander off and almost like disappear. And from that top of the thread, there's like a bit of incense that's been like stuck in there and is currently like burning. You see kind of further across the way, but still within the square, a more established temple, and which has like a symbol of a coin upon it. Let's see. Did I have? Yeah. So there is a coin that's like almost looking as if it was flipping in the air, sort of thing. Over near the Ilros, the Wandering Thread shrine, there seems to be a man, probably in his like 20s, with kind of like longer, like shoulder length brown hair. He's got a like a lyre, like that he's kind of strumming and kind of like humming a couple of tunes. Kind of like sitting there playing. And you see that there are some like priests over by the Ashael temple itself. There's a couple that are outside, kind of like cleaning the steps and cleaning the walls of the outside of this place at the moment.
Okay. Jazz will approach the Wandering Thread shrine and will nod to the minstrel and go down on one knee in front of the shrine. He'll hold his hand up to his mouth and he'll close his eyes and he will try to get a sense of something spiritual or holy that emanates from this shrine. Not performing any channel divinity action, just as a man dealing with the sanctity of a place and whether or not he finds it, regardless, he will give thanks to Ilaros. Thank you for the work that you do, giving me the opportunity to see what might still change. I appreciate that. I appreciate the opportunities that you've given us on this delayed journey. And I thank you for these small unseen interventions. We will continue on our journey, we'll continue to make crossroads, we will continue to make decisions that are outside of my expectation. And as I continue to expect less and accept more, I appreciate your part in that process.
You feel a warmth wash over you. You gain, if not already on your sheet, gain an inspiration
Ooh, touch.
as you pray to Ilros. And the bard kind of, as you start praying, the minstrel that's there will start to kind of shift his tune to almost go along with your words, whether spoken aloud or not. Just kind of seems to kind of work along with what you're saying. And as you
I'll sway in time to the music, letting my shoulders roll ever so slightly as I'm creating for those people who are Jewish, I'm a kind of a davening motion, and taking that on board.
as you rise from your prayers, the minstrel will kind of shift his tune then to be kind of back to his like little instrumental he was playing before. Traveler from afar, I see.
Just appreciating the things that we see on a day-to-day basis. For your troubles, I toss him a silver piece.
Ah. And like he catches it, the tune's still playing, and he puts it away and then goes back to his fingers manipulating the lyre itself.
I smile, and I think to myself, bards.
Travel safely, sir. Remember that there's always something you can do for others. And you're on a noble journey. Continue on. And know that you have the blessings of the gods.
Thank you. I'm gonna go over immediately to the temple across the way, giving him a little wave whilst I'm halfway there, like, done your god, I'm gonna go do this one now.
Yep.
Gonna head over to Ashael's temple, and I'll bow to the guys on the outside who are washing windows, and then I'll go into the steps and go inside.
Inside, you see a nicely adorned space inside. There's a large coin that's like hanging over essentially an altar that like seems to be in like a perpetual flip, like just the way it's been mounted. This one, there is like an obviously mounted space, but for however they manage it, it has this perpetual flip above the altar itself. There are a few people that are off like praying in various spots within this. Like there are many images along the walls of also like travelers. There's a spot on one area where there is like what looks like freedom fighters carved into the wall there. And then there are like other ones where there are like dice and cards in spaces. There's a very kind of eclectic thing, and there are people that are praying at different ones, and there are priests that are kind of around here talking to various individuals. There is a woman in like golden robes, blonde hair, pale skin. She kind of sees you walking in and will kind of walk down. She seems to have been like not engaged with anyone at the moment. She'll kind of walk over. Greetings, sir. Welcome to the Unbound Wind. How may we help you here today?
Greetings. Thank you for having me here in your temple. I am, as you can see, a follower of Kalthar. I appreciate that you and your temple, your god and mine have some differences, but we can both appreciate an opportunity to change a life, an opportunity to improve a life. I have a friend, and that's not a euphemism. I'm not talking about myself in the third person to do something that's awkward. And I realize that by me saying that out loud, it actually does sound like I'm exactly the thing that I'm denying that I am. But I do have a friend who is hunting a demon. And I am aiding him in this quest. And I feel that your god may have a better connection to that sort of world where hard decisions and bad choices can be made on the whim. There was a sacrifice of 50-some individuals designed to bring forth the demon from pits. I don't know his name, and I don't know the symbology. I don't know very much at all. But I'd like to have a good start and help my friend. So do you have any information to that end?
She will think for a moment, kind of nod to him for a second, and kind of gesture for you to kind of join her. She walks to the back, and there's a doorway that kind of back behind the altar. There's like a passage that or a path that would kind of work around. So if you're not like walking over this like raised dais where the altar is, there's like a little door off to the side that she leads you in. And she opens the first door. Once you get into this hallway, she opens the first door on the right, and there's like a little office space kind of there. And she looks around and she pulls out a book and she puts it down, starts opening it up. You seek a demon. I don't know much about the ones that walk this world. I do know that there are ways that people can bring them about. And normally we're all about freedom, but demonic entities obviously do not really have a great place amongst those of us who are walking free. So though I may not know, let me do a quick fortune, I guess. And she has the book, and she'll kind of slide it off to the side. She'll pull out cards. She'll start flipping. She shuffles them first and starts flipping them over, like tarot cards, essentially. You're on many paths that all lead strangely in a similar direction. Yours is more of a parallel path, more like you're along for the journey than the actual destination.
Fair enough.
She flips, she goes, but in that journey, you will find what you are seeking. you will also help them. Companions, you have 3.
Okay.
Continue along your road in that direction. You'll start to unravel more. That's all I can see directly, but seems like you're in the right direction. If you continue the direction you are going, you will uncover more information about probably devils. Show signals of evil, of chaos.
Any stories to that effect? Any rumors to that effect? Or cultist leanings, rumors in the area? Are there any worries or dangers within this town or without this town?
This town seems, well, we're fine. We're in this state of rebuilding, restructuring, but we have the garrison. We've been safe. I've heard rumors coming from the Agathi lands that there's some sort of conflict going on there, something with one of their tribes. Not much has come out. They're a pretty enclosed group, but travelers that have left there have said that there's been attacks on the road, some sort of beasts or creatures, wolf-like entities that walk.
Really?
But, yeah.
Jazz is like, bingo!
So be
Yes.
careful as you travel, sir. Though I do not necessarily agree with the oaths of your chosen deity. At least you are a man that seems to be walking that path and finding his way amongst the gods.
My name is Jazz Doodlesback. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Jazz? I am Catherine.
Catherine. It's a lovely name. For a lovely lady. We're going to be in the tavern tonight. We maybe stay in the night.
Yeah.
Maybe moving on. Might see you around.
Sure. I do enjoy going to the tavern time to time and play some dice.
I know a person who would love to do that with you. Okay. I will leave. Before I go, I just want to take in the art of the place.
Mm-hmm.
My out of character experience with artwork of religious buildings in small towns tends to be almost of a historical, allegorical nature, referencing that locale.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what I'm looking for is any signs on these walls of an enemy. She's referring to hairy wolf creatures on the road now. Is there, or are there, any pictures of such a thing that is showing? Is there a theme of that at all? Just seen.
Scanning through, the closest thing you kind of see is that there's the depiction of what looks like freedom fighters, and the creatures that they seem to be fighting are like ogre-esque type creatures, like large, monstrous beings that are even made to look like more grotesque and more scary than like what you would know, especially coming from kind of a giant culture. Some like ogres and giants to be, but this seems to be definitely depicting like more of that. You don't really see any wolves or any like anything like that appear. But
So the traditional enemies are, in fact, the actual traditional enemies.
yeah, it seems to be, at least from here.
Which
So
is good.
yeah,
Good, because if it's a traditional enemy that's actually a traditional enemy, that tends to mean that that is indicative of a non-traditional enemies in the area. Does that make sense? Like
mhm.
they're filling that vacuum that would be taken up otherwise. All right. I give one last look over at Catherine. Give her a charisma 20 smile, and I walk on out.
All right. Each having done their own thing, you return to the tavern. I would believe to gather up Cyril at the very least, who appears to be already a couple of drinks in and playing at dice at the moment with some other individuals. And I think it's probably a good spot to take a short break. And then we'll come back and we'll see what happens with the various individuals, and we'll move on from there. Thank you those joining us. We do appreciate it. There's been a bit of chat action, and we are seeing that. So always say hi if you jump in. We do appreciate that. If you're enjoying this and you missed the other 31 episodes, they're all up on our YouTube. Please feel free to check it out. Or if you know someone else who might enjoy this game and is looking for something else other than like Critical Role or whatever to watch, let them know. That being said, we're going to take a short break, probably like 10-ish minutes, and then we'll aim to be back continuing on. So, thank you all. Welcome back, everyone. The party settles in to the tavern. I don't know. Is there anything in particular you guys are? Ooh, Australian for beer. Not sponsored. But we'd accept it. Settling into the tavern, enjoying your beverages, dinner. Is there anything in particular you want to cover? At some point, the blacksmith lady would show up, pursuing Devokir.
Yeah, I think first order of business I think would just be relaying back the brief clue that it looks like both bandit parties that we were attacked by were part of the eastern faction of the Civil War. Be pretty vague, but with that I'd be looking to hopefully see if there is any connection that could be made to said devil.
The Eastern faction, you say?
Yeah,
Huh.
It looks like there was a civil war some time ago, and the Eastern faction came out victorious. This blacksmith, Melody was her name. Yeah, she told me that whilst there wasn't any discernible information on the specific units that our bandits were part of, that she recognized the armor as ones owned by members of the Eastern faction. So
Okay.
very little to go from the grand scheme of things, but I would gladly take a start.
You would probably have heard a little bit about the war, Devokir. I mean, it wouldn't have directly affected you for a while, but for a good, I forget what I wrote exactly, but over 20 years, there was a war between basically where this mountain range is and Dra Ovat. Everything to the right, everything to this is the east side, was one nation after the old king had died, and this side was kind of given to the other son in the west. And the two sides fought for a couple decades. Eventually, the eastern side was able to overpower the western side. The king was killed. War was brought to an end, and the country united again under one king, who is resides in Pelon Mar, the capital here in Felgren. So she was relating that it was probably veterans of the war on the eastern side that had taken to banditry to try to survive.
Okay. So because the eastern side won, the western side took to banditry, but it was the eastern armor that we saw?
There are members of both armies that have essentially taken to the banditry as the armies were kind of disbanded. And the king had hoped that a lot of these men would go back to farming and doing things like that, but because there's been war for 20 years, many of the farms were burnt down. Many of the opportunities for these men to go back to a normal life that they never knew is gone. So they've kind of formed into bandit tribes, which she had also relayed to Devokir that the king is supposedly working on sending out patrols and stuff to reduce the bandits, but it's still an issue.
I think I'm going to ask Melody, are there known camps for these bandits near town? Do they make forays into town? If they're taking money, there must be trading that is occurring for them to exist.
Probably. I mean, we don't always know people. I mean, we get a lot of travelers in and out, so
Right.
we don't always know who is actively, robbing and not. There's also other smaller towns that perhaps are supporting them, benefiting from the influx of the road coin that they don't get. There's some towns in the mountains and the hills, or they could have individuals coming in. We don't know. I'm just simple blacksmith with,
Right.
3 strapping young men.
And also Cyril.
Oh, and Cyril, yes. Your friend over there who's playing dice. Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
He's there. We're talking about bandits. We're not talking about equality. Is anyone nursing a drink nervously? Doing a really good impression of someone not listening?
Give an insight check if you like.
Yeah, right. Why not? For the lulz. Insight check. Oof. Okay. Golly. 12.
Okay. I mean, hard to see. You see some people looking around at you guys because you're talking loudly of bandits and stuff, which
Yeah.
the couple that you kind of notice seem to be more like locals that are just like uncomfortable with that conversation of bandits, especially since it's a town that's relies on travelers in order to like kind of thrive.
Right. I think I would see their concern and I would turn around to them and I say, "Fear not, law-abiding citizens. We have already conquered and felled a number of bandits on our ways through here today, thus ensuring that the trade routes remain open and you will continue to serve travelers as they come through this area. Any bandits that we face will have to make a choice to either change their ways, follow the path of the others, or they're going to come to an untidy end. It's their choice. It is always their choice, after all. I'm waiting to see if anyone stands up and starts sliding towards the door.
You don't notice anyone like get up.
Alright, cool.
There's a few that are looking at you weird, like, why is this guy like monologuing in the middle of?
Fully aware of the fact that he's monologuing at this exact moment, his blue will turn red and he'll sit back down again. Yeah, puce. A real puce.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So that's what we learned from Melody. I will pass on the information that I have about there are hairy creatures, large hairy creatures in the area that have been reported harassing individuals. And perhaps that is something that we could attend to. If not for helping others, which surely should be our number one reason, but an opportunity for the scientists within Usani to maybe procure some new interesting organs.
Takes that at face value, but then he's like, no. Talking of organs, I share. I just sold the Cyclops eye. The apothecary gave me a pretty good price on it. And to be honest, I didn't really want to argue after what you said to me at the door. So
Nope.
I put that to one side with the payment from my last job, just all together. I thought maybe we could just keep doing this, and if there's anything that we need, there's that money there if it's needed. We also got these couple of potions, and I don't know. I thought they might be good use for you, and I actually give you both one of the potions I bought. I give Davakir the potion of mind reading, and I give the potion of advantage to Jazz.
Oh, thank you so much, Sonny. That's very kind of you.
I have it in my inventory. I don't know if I can just send it over to you. If so, I will do now. Move to. No, I can just put it in the party. But
If you've been in the party
Their standard
inventory,
potion.
we can then go into the party inventory and take it from there.
Kazar.
Oh, no, that's not worked at all. Oh, no, there is. Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. I would say that fair dues is fair dues. There's a holy water flask that you can have in the party inventory for yourself.
I take it. I put it in my pouch.
I take the potion of advantage and I put it in my backpack.
Excellent.
Take potion of mind reading and put that in my pouch.
I didn't know if it might help you find more answers if you ever stumbled across a warlock again. And well, Jazz, any advantage you can get.
I think it would be very useful if I need to jump out of the way of some kind of area of effect, such as your fireball.
Well, more detail. You drink it. The effect lasts for an hour, and you choose when the effect happens. So
Mhm.
it's a back pocket advantage on any roll, basically.
I understand. I say that like still fully aware of the fact that you cast fireball.
Yeah, I sit down. I order a drink, a soft drink, and play with my illusion magic, just entertaining myself while you guys. I don't know. Looks like it just who I don't know who this barbarian, this blacksmith woman is. So I'm kind of curious.
This is Melody. She's into Davakir.
Ah,
I mean,
hello.
you did tell me there would be other friends. I don't mind. There's enough for me to go around.
That's very kind of you. It's nice to meet someone who's giving.
Didn't say she was a big girl.
I'm fine with all of that.
Yeah.
Davakir, perhaps you and your lady would like to have a private moment together?
Confused. Davin would be kind of confused and taking a sip or a drink. Be like, oh, why do you say that? Just kind
Well, this is a moment here, I guess, of learning for everybody. Melody, do you
Yes.
like Davakir?
It's a good sturdy lad.
Yes, that he is, indeed. And Davakir, do you like Melody?
What?
Awkward.
Yeah. Somebody's facing the other way, passing major image across the room, and laughing at people getting tricked by her.
Gaz is fully uncomfortable with this conversation, by the way. But he started it and he's going to finish it. God damn it. He has zero desire to be at this. He's like, oh no. You know how like you have a conversational precipice
Yeah.
and you just can't stop walking off the ledge and you're like, oh God,
Like, I'm here.
this is happening right now.
I guess I'm jumping.
If you two like each other, perhaps you could just, I don't know if like at this point Jazz is now thinking, I don't know very much about lizard-born or dragon-born individuals, what their deal is, you know. Is it eggs? How does that happen? What is it? Does he have a cloaca? What's happening? So he's gonna look at the two of you and go, yeah, if you like each other, you should, I don't know, enjoy each other's company. And just let that euphemism be more than enough. And he goes, I'm gonna refill my drink. I'm gonna come back in a bit. I don't know what's gonna happen here at all.
Sunru watches you walk towards the bar, and as you look on the ground, you see 2 gold coins.
I reach down for them.
Your fingers go straight through them, and you just hear Sunru start laughing.
Right. That's great.
You just hear him go, free!
Yeah.
FYI, I have upcasted Major Image, so it's a level 4 spell, so it no longer leaves concentration, and it stays there until it is casted spell on it. So there's just illusionary gold coins on that floor
Forever.
Okay. I think that being aware of that, he's gonna look over at Senri and be like, okay, that could potentially be embarrassing. And we'll go to the bar and say, hi, can I get change for a gold piece, please?
Yeah, sure. What? Just you don't
100
want to buy
copper
anything?
pieces? No, I'm good, thank you.
100 copper pieces.
Please.
Okay. Sure.
Thanks. And once I get them, I'm going to just drop them on the floor near the gold coins.
Okay. Sure.
I'll be like, oh no, I dropped some coins. Oh, it's a shame. And then I'll go back to the bar and say, hi, can I get a drink, please?
Yeah.
That's fully pretending to be someone else that is a 6'8" blue-faced warrior wearing full plate mail and a giant glaive.
There's a woman, dark hair, kind of like olive skin, like just looking at you like, what is wrong with this guy? What do you want to drink?
Mead. Mead would be nice.
Mead. All right. Yes, we've got a lovely mead. Here you go. And she'll, go back. There's like a cask back there. She kind of taps into a wooden goblet and kind of hands it over to you. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
That'll be 100 copper pieces.
I go, oh, I don't have any at the moment. I'm so sorry. Do you take gold?
It's a silver. It's a silver. Yeah.
Oh, I've got a silver.
Yeah.
I hand a silver over to her.
Thank you.
Thank you. And keep one for yourself as well.
Oh, I thank you. Chill. Pocket one, slide one into looks to be like the chest that holds the gold from the night from the place. It's like locked with like a slit in the top. Throws it in. You see Catherine walk in, now wearing like a white dress that has like gold trim here and there. Kind of like definitely taken a little bit of time to like clean up from her daily being a priestess thing, and she's like walking in, looking around. She spots you and goes, and waves and starts walking over.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Excellent, Jazz. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm just watching my friend here be approached by Melody the Armorer.
Oh, Melody. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
She a good woman?
She's nice. She's very friendly, especially with those traveling through.
Well, I don't know how well she's going to do with Daviki. I sense the feeling that he's not into it. at all.
She looks over. No, yeah, he has no interest in her at all. But that's
Yeah.
alright. She'll take the free meal and she'll figure it out soon.
That's fair enough. All right, well, I mean, free meal, she can't be upset too much.
No. Hopefully not.
What about you? Are you interested?
In Davakir? No.
I'm not talking about Davik.
Oh. In what? Dice? Or you?
I invited you out for a drink, and I'm glad that you came.
Well, you can't turn down a free drink and some good company, right?
That's true. So let's get you that drink, and we'll work on the company after.
It's like,
I
oh,
think Jazz is like truly relaxing in this moment. I think he's actually going like, he's not thinking about religion. He's not thinking about fighting. He's not even thinking about getting smashed down. He's like, I'm just having a drink, and there's a girl who's nice to look at and is pleasant to talk about, who we got shared interests with.
mhm.
It's going to be a very chilled out evening for Jazz.
Yeah.
We don't have to role play in any way, shape, or form. I just
Yeah, that
wanted
works.
to give him a full moment of like peace
Yeah.
and calm, and it just works for what has been a very
It's stressful.
stressful road trip, man.
Yeah.
Like we've had to murder people like a lot
Yeah.
recently. You know, be nice to not have to worry about that shit for just half a second. You know.
You get the
so-
sense, too, as you spend time with Catherine, that she kind of senses that you needed just this nothing expected, just this relax, and she's nice and will joke with you, and you guys have a good evening, just kind of spending some time. She maybe drags you over and she plays some dice for a bit, still chatting with you whether you play or not, like, you know, kind of that,
Mhm.
like, oh, while I chat I'm gonna win 150 gold here. And she cleans up. She does well. Some of it's probably Cyril's money, but but yeah, all in all, we can just move on. The night was lovely. After a little bit, Davakir Melody figures out that you're not really grasping or desiring her. So she has the meal, drink or whatever, and then she'll excuse herself, and she'll kind of like head off for the evening.
I fully see her getting up and then going to the table next door
Yeah,
and just going, "What about you?
yeah. Have a.
You heard what we were saying.
You understand the conversation? Let's say you've already caught up the last 3 hours. Let's go."
Probably a regular friend from the local scene that she sees, and will probably depart with.
Rebound Robbie. Well known. in the village.
So the morning will come. Do you guys just stay in the general room? Do you guys get rooms that you share? What would be the night plans?
Just one basic room we could all just pile into if needs be.
Okay.
At this point, somebody's got used to on travelling that we stay in and stay in one of their rooms. So
Yeah.
if not already, you would have arranged a room with 4 beds.
Yeah, so they have a room for like a gold that accommodates about 4 people. It's tight, especially with Jazz as one of those 4, but it's doable. The morning comes. They have basic breakfast. Like they could cook something, or they have like basically oats, like oatmeal sort of thing, ready to go. There are a few farmers there, kind of like when you get up in the morning, that are obviously like taking their morning meal here before heading out. some other like of the townsfolk, a couple other travelers. Jazz, you'll notice that Minstrel is kind of like leaning back, his feet up on the hearth, like, or the edge by the fire. Kind of, there's a crackling fireplace going on. Well, the fire's crackling in the fireplace. He's just like leaning back, and his lute is like leaned up against him, and he's just kind of like sipping on a steaming cup of some sort of hot beverage. But yeah, you guys are able to get your breakfast, and if there's nothing in particular you're looking to do, head out, heading out of town. Let me find the next map.
Yeah, I think I will see this bard of Illaros, a god that believes in chance encounters, and I'd be like, oh, I would go up to him and go, an auspicious moment to see you this morning as we're heading out.
Ah, yes. And may the roads give you safe passage, protection from the evils of the wilds, and see you to your destination, safe and sound, ready to do whatever it is you need to do there.
I hope to chance upon the evils of the road so that we may remove them from the road for others.
That, sir, is a noble undertaking. Wish you all the
Never
best
does
of
help.
lucks.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Marius.
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 My name is Jazz Doodlesack.
Doodlesack. Ah, the infamous Doodlesack. Traveling group of performers, mainly. A little bit of instruments. Nice group.
A big smile is on his face right now. That his father has been recognized and a whole continent away by another bard. Thank you, sir. You've already made my day, and it's only just been breakfast. Do
is
I
what I'm
recognize the
here
name Marius at all?
Yeah, you can roll some sort of roll if you like.
I'll do a history at 0.
Okay.
Yeah, no fucking clue.
No idea.
I will say thank you very much to him and wish him well. I will look for any symbols on his body outside of that of Illaros, mark him, and then move on.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Oof. 10.
Okay. Yeah. Not much else. You see, like his lute has, worked into it some of the Elros symbols. There's actually a few of them. There is like a lantern. There is what looks like a crossroads kind of. I mean, it basically just looks like a cross, but it's not. It's like a plus sign more than an actual cross. Yeah, it's like kind of worked subtly into the loot in various places, but you don't see anything else in particular that would make you aware of that.
I bow to him and I say thank you for your time.
Well, always a pleasure to meet a Doodlesack. Good luck here in Dartelos.
Thank you. I will join the rest of our party as we're heading on out. Where are we heading to, by the way, guys? Just that way?
That way, south.
We're heading south past out of this town.
Okay.
I guess all we know from this area is there's the Tribelandic people have a weird sort of shared society, like one elder from each, have a council sort of style relationship, and your scary wolf monster things. Other than that, we are just heading south. We haven't bumped into anybody traveling
Okay, well, then let's go. All right, let's on my boat.
I'll take 10 minutes and ritual cast Summon Steed, or whatever my version is, Phantom Steed.
Well, you guys still had your own cart, of which the bull was the.
Yeah. I'll hitch up Duke to the cart, and I'll hand the reins over to Sonny. And
I won't ride my alpaca for a bit then.
do you want to ride the alpaca? I mean,
literally just summoned to look at you and go. At least for 10 minutes.
oh yeah, fair enough. Okay. In which case, I will sit on the. I will sit at the front on this open cart, and I will hold the reins of a bull that I can control mentally. I will be fine. Nothing bad will happen. I will not break this cart.
I will not break this cart.
I was not allowed to charge a cart when I was with my family. I have accidents.
Yeah, give me.
Out of this cart now.
I wasn't gonna do it, but because we do have an upstill introduced by one of our wonderful viewers there, using the channel points in Twitch. Well, why don't you give me a piloting check for your cart if you're proficient with land vehicles. If not, I think it's a dexterity roll.
Great. I go, yeah! I get a -1. I go, yeah! The Duke goes full pelt, dashing out, and I backward somersault off the seat, over the cart, and off the back.
Yeah. The cart itself will hit a rut in the road, and one of the wheels will crack and break as Duke goes and drags the cart for a little while, and then realize, oh wait a minute, and I turn around, slowly come back with one wheel going chigunk, chigunk, chigunk.
It's fine. Okay, so we've taken a long rest. That's good. I didn't get a chance to do affirmations. That's bad. Okay. Do that.
Well, we've got some time now while we fix the wheel if you want to do them now.
I wryly grin and go, yeah, okay. I'll do my affirmation. You are a good person. You're okay. The mistakes that you make are not that grand. You do not impact the lives of your friends and colleagues in a negative manner. People will understand if you make a mistake. It's okay. It's okay to make a mistake. You're doing fine. When you do a good thing, you will be remembered. Yeah. All right.
As someone heads over to the stable area to get a spare wheel, be 2 gold for a spare wheel. You see Grath is there, mounting up his own wagon. Looks at you. I thought you guys were heading south today.
Yeah, cart trouble. We just need to switch out a wheel and then we'll be on our way.
Ow.
The journey you make is a special one, and it is long. It is okay to have a bump in the road.
You're able to get the wheel, and between Davokir and Jazz, who are strong enough to kind of help put this wheel back on, eventually after probably now, like, took you another 30 minutes or so than you wanted to, you guys start back off on the road. Heading south, you pass out of Felgren into another area. There's not much else that, like, depicts it. Like, Felgren itself has, like, the fortification in this town, like, kind of on the southern edge, and you can kind of see that there are soldiers that are out patrolling, and there are some that are kind of, like, along the road, and there's basically just a sign, like, now exiting Felgren, sort of a sign.
Population.
Yeah, you know. There's not, like, any signs in the Ergathi area. As you travel along the road, you will see here and there are, like, these totem poles, essentially, that have been constructed, and they have various, like, aspects of animals that have been carved into them. You start approaching after several hours. I mean, you've already had lunch, and so now we're working towards the evening. You kind of come around a bend in the road, and you see, kind of like in a slight valley that the road leads down into, a town that is made up of, like, wooden longhouses mainly, kind of a wooden gate or fence that kind of goes around, but it's like maybe a 6-foot high wooden area with a couple of, like, towers where people can, like, stand in to kind of survey the area out around them. You see a big man. I mean, not like Jazz's height, but he is probably like 6'5", and probably like 300 pounds or more. Most of it seems to be muscle. He's got a tree that he's carrying, and he's kind of like walking across the road towards an area off to one side of the road that has, like, a little fire going. There seems to be something that's being constructed on the side of the, like, in this little area, kind of near, like, a area that seems to have a farm. And this guy's, like, just, like, carrying mostly a tree, almost like telephone pole size in, like, width, and probably a good 30 feet long, still with the branches on it. He's just, like, over one shoulder walking across the way. As you guys are approaching, like, you're able to see this from a distance, he brings it over. Several other people come over and start, like, chopping off the branches, and they start working on the tree, and he, like, pulls out a maul, but it's like, it looks like a huge branch of a tree with, like, the roots that have wrapped around, like, a big chunk of rock that's been, like, sheared to be square. He pulls that out, and he pulls out, like, a wedge, and he, like, slams that into the tree and starts, like, pounding it in to, like, start splitting this tree up a little bit. Someone will spot you from this group, and they kind of, like, gesture to him, kind of looks over and nods, keeps going as you guys kind of make your way a little bit closer. And then you'll see that from the town itself, there's been, like, a steady stream of smoke that kind of rises. Nothing, like, crazy, but, like, there's been, like, you know, smoke fires here and there, where there seems to be one that comes more towards the middle, and all of a sudden that one turns a different color. Like, all of a sudden it changes, and it forms into, like, a reddish smoke. The group seems to react to this, and they start walking towards the town itself.
Excuse me, is that for us, or is that for someone else?
Oh, no, that's more to do with, we were expecting to have a meeting today, and, I guess everyone's ready. You're welcome to come on in. You can join us if you like.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, he will look to you and smile, and as you guys walk in, he'll greet himself. I'm Garanus. Welcome to which one is it? Clan Strongjaw, Strong Claw,
Strong jaw.
Strong Claw. Sorry,
Strong
misspoke.
claw.
I had the got it mixed up with my critical roll. Strong Jaw. Yeah.
Hello.
Just keeps getting it wrong.
I am Jazz of Clan Doodlesack. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Never heard of that clan, but always good to have a clansman.
These are my colleagues, Sunny and
Hello.
Davakir.
Oh, a little
And-
spirit.
Yes, he's
Delicate.
got a lot. And Davakir is also with us, and over there is Cyril.
So just kind of like tips his hat.
Might have found a Mitchell there.
All right. Well, come on in. Welcome to put your wagon over here. Kind of gestures towards like a little area. There seems to be a couple of other. There's some horses. There's a rhino that seems to be like tethered up to one of the poles.
You can't just gloss over that. This is the first time someone's seen a rhino in person.
Yeah. There's
Same
also
for Jazz.
there's also like a grizzly bear that's like kind of like laying down next to the rhino. Just kind of like paws out, just kind of like laid down.
What's the deal here, man?
I think to Davik this would start like ringing alarm bells. I feel like that man is too big, too strong, and it just brings. He'd be raising a like a metaphorical eyebrow looking at this man
Okay.
and seeing these majestic beasts as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully cautious on their moves.
Wait, what?
It'll lead you guys, once you get yourself situated, he'll kind of wait back. Several of the other people will look at him and he'll kind of gesture him on. The other people are big, but they're not like this guy big. And they kind of like head in to like a centralized longhouse. And he kind of gestures for you guys. Come on in. There will be... Usually there's some tea and some bread if you guys like. You're welcome to it. Good to have travelers.
What? Kind of awkwardly don't know how to say it, but Summer's like, what's the meeting for?
Some of our clan business, but mainly one of our clans has kind of had some issues and we're trying to figure out what to do about it. But maybe that's why you're here.
That seems cryptic.
I don't know.
That's
Spirits
It's a-
send us what we need sometimes. Maybe that's you.
oh. We are not spirits. We are just travelers on the road.
Of course you're not spirits. I mean, that one is. Points at Sunru. But the rest of you know.
Sunru, are you okay being called a spirit?
I have no issue with it because I don't understand his use of it.
And as he walks in towards this like long house, there's like large double doors that have been thrown open. But along the outer face of this longhouse, there is carved into the wood, like there's an image of a gorilla of an owl, of a panther, of a rhino, of an eagle, of a wolf, and of a bear. And he'll kind of like look at him, and he'll reach his hand up, patting right above the door. There's the bear like image there. It says spirits, and he like taps the bear, and then walks into the room and kind of shuffles into a spot in the back. Grabs up a mug of a hot beverage and sits back and kind of leans up against a wall and starts sipping on it.
Oh,
Well,
spirits, animals. Yeah. I guess I am a spirit then. In that sense of the word.
Yeah, they seem to have adopted some form of shamanistic culture with respect given to small demons. Not your kinds of demons that are here, but rather spirits, yokai, if you will. So maybe, Sunny, don't use any magic unless you absolutely have to, and you take it very seriously as a portent. I know you're given to doing minor and major illusions when you are feeling bored. To say, a lot of eyes are on you, probably right now.
Okay. We'll look into it.
Yeah.
And as you guys enter, a couple of hefty men in like bear like pelts essentially pull the doors shut behind you guys. The smoke from the center that was kind of burning red stops, and you see a slender looking man, kind of tall, kind of willowy, holding on to like a large wooden staff. Kind of looks around and pounds his staff on the ground, which of this is like a dirt ground, but it's still, and as he pounds it, it kind of makes like a cracking sound, like a audible noise that shouldn't probably just come from hitting the dirt. Greetings, everyone. I see everyone is here, along with some guests. Call today's meeting here in Erdenval, the Council of the Wild. And he starts calling out names, really just like, can I have the representative of Clan Ironback? And you see a decent sized man kind of hunched a little bit over his hands, like almost like resting on his thighs as he stands there, kind of step forward. He has like a gorilla pelt essentially like strapped on him, along with like other like leathers to like work as his armor and such. I will be representing Clan Nightfeather. And you can see, like, as you look at him closer, like, his leathers have, like, this owl motif worked in. He's got, like, a feathered cloak that's been pulled back. Can I have Clan Moonfang? And you see, like, a very heavily tanned human walk forward, kind of gracefully, agilely. They have a Black Panther, like, basically motif going on. Got like leather armor, a black, like a panther pelt as like a cape. Steps forward, has like these clawed gauntlets they utilize. All right, Clan Stonehide, and you see like a big, like pale skinned man. He's carrying like this large lance essentially. Like, and he's kind of using it more like a staff right now. Step forward. He has like heavier armor that seems to be worked out of like metal, but not like finely worked, just like crudely like pounded out metal. So Clan Wind Talon, you see a lady kind of almost jump off the rafters of this place and kind of like swoop down a little bit. Has like an eagle like embossed on the like light leather armor that she's wearing. She too has like a golden eagle feathered like cloak that she's wearing at the moment. Well, no representative of Clan Swift Stride for obvious reasons. And now Clan Strongclaw, and you see Garanis kind of get up, kind of push himself off and walk forward. Our Warden of the Hunt, Garanis, please take the field. And the man like steps back, and this large man that you saw kind of walks forward. As the maul, he kind of like puts over his shoulder, walks forward. Why is there? Okay. Greetings, everyone. We come to discuss the Swift Stride issue. For those who aren't in the know, he kind of like glances to you guys and a couple other people around the area. Something has tainted the clan. As such, we have not asked any of them to be here, nor have we used their totems for those of us who have mastered their abilities. They've changed and altered, and we're not sure why. We need to figure out what we're going to do. And you get the clan Ironback goes, we should just go in and clean house, get rid of them. Night Feather guy steps forward. We don't know what their corruption is from, or how they're getting it. I'd be concerned that one of us approaching might be subject to whatever's corrupting them. I kind of go back and forth a couple ideas, and Garanis kind of sits there, listening, looking around. Perhaps the answer's already here. Kind of looks over at the four of you. Travelers, what brings you here?
The road, the journey, the opportunity.
You look capable, strong. Would you be willing to undertake a task for us? Seems like the roads led you here for a reason.
Is the task noble?
One of our clans has been corrupted.
What does that mean?
Individuals have changed. They used to be able to take on the aspect of wolves. Now they walk like them. But on two legs. Altered into bestial creatures that have attacked travelers, other clans, starting to wage war against some of our holdings on the outskirts of the clan.
When did this start?
Not sure exactly when it started. We started noticing about a month ago. They've grown bolder and bolder as time goes on.
And they continue to stay in this form? In the daytime as well as the night?
We haven't observed that close. We've sent scouts as close as we dare. It seems that, yes, they maintain a form. And even the legends that we have, such creatures would alter back and only transform during certain periods of time. But whatever it is that has caused this seems to persisted.
Is there any part of you that believes that what has happened is something that is undesired by the Swiftstride clan?
I can't imagine our friends and allies, members of our tribe, who have long since been part of our group, to all of a sudden outright attack everyone, including fellow clansmen. So,
What would you have us do?
investigate. If possible, find whatever is causing the taint. I would
And
believe
it's
it to be one of the
remove it.
deceivers, but I'm not sure.
I'm sorry, the deceivers?
Yes, our clan the Urgathi people long ago. This land was ruled by deceivers, creatures of great power that were harsh and cruel. The spirits sent us their aid. They granted us abilities that allowed us to fight back against them and drive them out of our lands. We always suspect that the deceivers work to try to return, to press their will upon us once more. This perhaps is the first of many. We wish to stamp it out faster than it could possibly spread to the rest of us.
It sounds bad. May I speak with my colleagues outside of this council in a place of privacy?
Of course, of course.
I step outside. I grab Sonny on the way. I let Cyril continue to snore very quietly in the middle of the council.
Yeah, he's just like leaned against a wall, just like passed out.
What do you guys think? It ticks all my boxes, you know?
It does sound like these people may be the same issue the town was speaking on, with the wolves of shadow attacking. I suppose, yeah. If there's this many people want us to look into it, I'm sure that they're offering some sort of bounty. I say the word bounty probably a little bit louder level than a private conversation is needed for. But yeah, if it's just, we just need to investigate. There's no speak of violence, and I am curious now.
Yeah, we can always investigate and do nothing, or we can investigate and do something. Either way is our choice.
I agree. Yeah,
No,
we should help.
I smile and I put my hand firmly on Davikir's shoulder and I go, yes, exactly.
If we can't resolve this issue, we can at least put this clan to rest.
One way or the other. Am I right?
Correct.
Sonny, you want to tell them? I would suggest that if you're looking for a bounty, whatever you ask from them, they'll probably say yes because they think you're special.
I am pretty special. I'll turn around and I'll walk back and go to the. I am, what? Just 4 foot, and just look up at this huge guy who I'm guessing is on some sort of stage or podium, having to talk to everybody. I'm just like, we were talking. There are a few things before we consider. I'm just like mumbling about what, and then I go straight into the questions. Where is this clan's territory? Where would we have to travel to?
A little further to the south and slightly to the west, amongst the trees that pass to the west of the road.
A little past, so a day's journey, let's say.
Yeah, probably. If you left on the morrow, you could be there Probably in the evening.
Understandable. And once we found out what is needed, we to report back here, or
Yes. Yeah. Probably report back here, or, if you take care of it, even better.
Okay.
when you say take care of it, as long as there's no more taint.
Yes. I mean, preferably harm as little of the clan members themselves. I'm not.
Oh, okay then. I make a note of that in my book.
I'm not totally ignorant of the fact that if you come across clan members that have been affected, if they attack you, I can't expect you to not defend yourselves. But if you're able to figure out the deceiver or the devourer that hopefully is all that causes, then if you slay that, then perhaps that will alter the curse. Or if you find whatever thing is causing this to cause them to change like that, then all the better.
Okay, and we plan to go further south on our travels. So I guess the question is if you can give us, as the council is all here, if we were to do this task for you, so the council's blessing to continue going south, as well as a small monetary bounty for the risk and potential equipment used.
Okay, I think we could work something out. Since you're planning on going south, give you some of our powders and put it in a fire, and our scouts will see that. And if you know that it's been taken care of, then scouts can come with payment. If it's not been taken care of,
You'll know to move.
you'll know to come back or to figure it all out.
Okay. I don't want these powders. Then yes, I can't see any issue of us at least investigating and trying to give you a bit more knowledge of what's going down. And if we manage to be able to solve the problem, I can't see what I'm speaking. Which I feel should be loud enough for him to hear all the way up there.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm probably just shouting.
He smiles at that, too. He's like, I have exceptionally good hearing.
I now have to test it. I'm like, okay. And I just mumble really quietly.
How much were you looking for?
Wow. As I pan around, I'm like, well, 4 of us. What's that? 25 gold ahead for information, and if we, I got this. And then if we were to solve your problem, maybe another 25 gold on top of that.
Well, information sounds good. We're not much of, we don't deal in gold much, but he walks over to a chest and, like, kind of pulls it open. And there's, like, gemstones in there.
Oh.
How about
shit.
that?
Yeah. We'll take the chest. That'll work.
That's for solving it, at least,
Done.
Last, I don't want a perception check just to see if there's anything
Yeah.
else that like catch your eye. Like maybe like a weapon, perhaps. Can I roll for that?
Yeah.
You're eyeing up everybody else's equipment.
Yeah, I want that one.
Yeah, just some random guy sitting
Yeah.
there. Oh, my dad gave me this.
Can I have that?
This has been in Clan Night Feather for 1,500 years. Oh, now it's mine.
21.
Whoop, whoop.
I mean, at 21, you see all sorts of weapons and such. Most of it looks like they're primitive, but yet the way that they're being held or wielded would make you think that there's probably some sort of magical bit to that. And I think he'll look at you and see you eyeing, like looking around and eyeing the weapons and such. And he's got, his maul over his shoulder. He goes, "What type of weapon are you into?"
Swords, sir.
So if I were to get you a sword that are our greatest creators and spirit binders made, would that be interesting to you?
Well, very much so.
Okay.
If you're willing to part with the sword, I would also be willing to waive my personal share of gold, if that would help you.
Don't worry, Davokir, we're getting gems, not gold.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the gem, the gold.
Well,
We've got you.
we can alter the chest a little bit and provide you something upon completion. What, you look fairly heavily armored. Is there, tend to wade into battle? Do you, what's your normal fighting style?
Longsword, sir. That would be greatly appreciated.
I see that Davokir is being reticent about his skill set, and I pipe up. Davokir is a brave warrior who will be at the forefront of any battle line. His is the first blade at the tip of the spear. Happy to face anything, small or mighty, with equal aplomb. I've never seen him show fear in the face of a fireball, in the face of a giant.
Got a pretty cool horse as well.
Davokir perks up a little bit whilst he receives his words of recommendation.
We'll gather our sources and we'll find something suitable for such a warrior. So, did the spirits send you to aid us in this time of need?
I did pick to come this way.
A wise one you are. If only we had a clan of your
We have a
people.
lot, and I think told you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you did. Well,
Well,
we will.
tonight you all rest. We'll provide you some food. We have a visitor's cabin we'll give you set up in. Tomorrow you guys can head out. We'll keep one of the wind talons watching from as close as we value our abilities to get to, and just toss in a bag into the fire. If it burns red, we'll know you ran into trouble. If it burns green, we'll know it's clear to come in.
Understood.
Red, bad, green, good.
The bags are colored for your ease.
You may also look to the sky. You may see a symbol that will let you know that we have been successful.
Ah.
Maybe
I
a
look
phrase
over
like
at Sunny.
10 words long.
Yeah, I look over at Sunny like, maybe, right?
All right. Well, and I'll clasp you each on the shoulder, and then come on now, and I'll lead you over to a cabin, kind of near the gate, near the stables. nothing special. It's a log cabin with probably like 3 sets of bunk beds in there. Like a chest that's set in there is like a empty wooden chest for people to like store stuff in, with a lock that's kind of hanging open with a key in it at the moment, like, so if anyone wanted to store things they could. There is like a small fireplace that's been built in there, and there's like a fire that seems to have been started shortly before you guys arrived. And then there's like a little table that they put some like bread rolls, some like dried meats on there, and various like dried fruits on the table for you guys. If you guys need anything, I'm that cabin over there, and he like points across the way. Feel free to ask if you need anything.
Thank you.
Already undoing the armor, like getting ready.
And I think as you guys settle in for the evening, that is a good place to call it for today. I'm going out of town for a short bit this weekend, so we're not going to aim to do it next week again, but same for the 18th, if that works for everyone. 2 weeks. And
That's
good.
so any viewers that are still stuck through this to here, look for us in 2 weeks' time. We appreciate you being here. We love you all, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.